Did you know the reeds in Dihua Marsh are common materials used in making paper? The solid reed cores are used to make pens, while the hollow part is used to make flutes. It's all very sophisticated. Over the years, many heroes and swordsmen have also chosen Dihua Marsh as the location of their duels. The more reeds, the more elegant the place. But in places where the reeds are the thickest, the water can be quite deep. So there are a lot of unlucky duelists who fall in and drown while the duel is on.
Huh. And what's my takeaway from all of this supposed to be?
Don't get into a fight in Dihua Marsh! Paimon's heard that in Liyue, people call the crane the gentleman bird.
And do you know why that is?
Paimon's not quite sure.
Well then, let me tell you about the story of the lucky crane repaying its debts. A long, long time ago, there was a kind-hearted scholar who saved a lucky crane that had fallen into a trap. Later, on a cold winter's night, a beautiful maiden came to his door asking to lodge with him. The maiden shouldered a great sword on her back and taught all that she knew of swordsmanship to the scholar, supervising him as he studied day and night.
Wow!
Once he had finished his training, he went out into the wilds with the maiden to do good and fight for justice. 10 years later, the lucky crane took the form of a gentleman and finally came to return the favor, but discovered the couple had already lived out a fortuitous life. And that's the story known as the Gentleman's 10-Year Debt.
Ah!
Rumor has it that Jueyun Karst is the abode of the Adepti.
Wow! The abode of the Adepti!
Perhaps we'll meet the Adepti on those cloud-piercing mountain peaks.
Wow! Meeting Adepti!
But I wonder, how would one normally communicate with the Adepti?
Wow! Communicating with Adepti!
My emergency rations seem to be going bad. Best to consume them quickly.
Ahem! Well, Paimon thinks that shouting from the mountaintop should work.
That seems more like a way for getting the attention of a hilly churl instead of an adeptus. To think that the Geo-Archon had signed a contract with the Cryo-Archon. I wonder what the contents of their agreement were.
Paimon doesn't care who you are. Making a deal with the Tsaritsa is super dangerous.
Be that as it may, since Morax is the god who understands the basis of contracts the best, he's definitely given this some thought.
Well, that's true. Morax himself called it the contract to end all contracts.
I trust that we will witness the truth and its denouement play out.
Well, come to think of it, while Rex Lapis enjoys visiting his people in private, he only descends officially once every year. None of the other gods do this. Does Rex Lapis have any deeper intentions?
I have my guesses. You see, those annual divine predictions have already captured the hearts of the people of Liyue too much. Round and around, they analyze and scrutinize every single word, finding limitless hidden meanings within them. What do you think would happen to Liyue if such divine predictions were available every day?
Ah! Paimon gets it now! Paimon would be offering Rex Lapis's favorite snacks to him every day. If you could just get Mora straight from Morax's hands, who would ever need to do a day of honest work?
You made some logical leaps, but that's basically how it is.
If you want to adventure together with Benny's adventure team, you have to come prepared. Domains are very dangerous, so you should always take care to double and triple check your supplies in advance. Paimon's heard that the Adventurers Guild has compiled a list of 463 different ways of dying in these domains. If Bennett got you killed by accident, Paimon and Bennett would never forgive ourselves.
Why am I the only one dying here?
Well, that's because according to the numbers, Paimon can avoid 322 causes of death just by floating.
I suddenly don't feel like exploring these domains. I've heard that Albert, being the leader of Barbara's fan club, sometimes gets bumps and bruises on purpose so that he can go to the cathedral to see her.
Paimon feels the Knights of Favonius should keep a closer watch on weirdos like that.
But it seems that a month later, Albert discovered that Bennett was managing to see Barbara far more than he was. On second thought, Bennett does have the natural advantage when it comes to getting injured.
What is this? A Let's Bother Barbara contest? Barbara's really popular, isn't she?
Well, she is the idol of the people of Mondstadt.
Come to think of it, Paimon doesn't really know what an idol is.
It's an occupation in which one's work is to be cute, be well-loved, and earn a boatload of mora.
Isn't that the same thing as being a mascot?
That's one way to put it. Lisa and Amber feel a bit like sisters.
Huh? Why's that?
Amber often runs errands for Lisa. Older siblings asking their younger siblings to do things for them so they can slack off is a rather common practice. But my brother and I are the same age, so we had to decide these things via rock, paper, scissors.
Whoa! So doesn't that make you my younger sister?
What do you mean?
Well, since Paimon floats, you're the only one who can run any errands.
Seriously? Paimon, have you ever seen what Kaya looks like under that eye patch?
Nope.
So it would seem that he never takes it off.
Actually, Paimon already knows why.
Oh?
He must be hiding some big secret.
Really? A secret?
See, Kaya heads out for assignments more than anyone else. So the skin under that eye patch has to be way lighter than the rest of him.
So if he ever takes that eye patch off...
He'll definitely become the butt of everyone's jokes. Maybe he'll even get a weird nickname. Like, say, Pasty Eye.
Guess he didn't need to take it off to get a weird nickname.
Strange.
What's wrong?
Diluc and Kaya are really alike, so why don't they get along?
How are they alike again?
Well, Kaya's the kind of guy who acts shady in the light of day, while Diluc is a shining beacon of justice in the dark of night. Don't you think that's kinda the same thing?
I still don't see it. If one hilly churl could beat, say, 3 wild boars, then how many hilly churls would it take to reach the fighting prowess of Master Jean and Master Diluc?
Not sure. But if you heard the way everyone talks in Mondstadt, you'd know that Master Jean is the strongest.
I'd say that if Diluc strikes first, Master Jean wouldn't be able to counter.
Oh, she'd find a way.
There's no way.
Master Jean's elemental burst is really strong, you know.
Yes, but that field would also make Diluc stronger.
Paimon doesn't think Master Jean would even need her vision to take on Master Diluc because...
Diluc would only need a beginner's greatsword to... This is so dumb. They both fight for Mondstadt, so they wouldn't come to blows.
That's why Paimon likes your idea of measuring their fighting strength in number of hilichurls. Or, in Paimon's case, in fifths of a wild boar. You know what a brush is, right?
Of course. Kinda like pens, but with animal hair at one end for calligraphy, right?
That's correct. They say that finely made brushes sell for high prices among Liyue's merchants.
So, would you like to make some too?
But wild wolves are too fierce, so we should use Razor's fur to make brushes instead. Razor's fur is all downy and soft. It'll definitely make great wolf fur brushes. We can make lots of more like this.
Brushes made like that would conduct electricity. I'm not sure we could use them. Besides, Razor isn't a wolf, nor are wolf brushes made from actual wolf's fur.
Huh? Why are they called wolf fur brushes then?
Well, does Cider Lake look like it's full of cider to you?
You have a point. Klee's a really interesting kid. All the knights seem to like her a lot too. You could even say they spoil her.
I wonder, who makes the better mascot, Paimon or Klee? Oh wait, I forgot. Paimon's not a mascot. Paimon is emergency.
Hey! Paimon knows exactly what you're going to say. That joke stopped being funny a long time ago. It's time for Paimon's Little Life Tips.
Little life tips?
In Mondstadt, if there's something you can't fix, or there's something you can't get clean no matter what you do, if you ever run into something you can't handle yourself, you just need to shout this name into the skies. Noelle! And everything that's troubling you will be swept away in an instant.
So this is one of the tricks to living in Mondstadt. Pretty impressive.
Fischl makes a very unique impression, doesn't she?
How so?
Well, she travels together with a talking raven for starters.
Well, I'm traveling with you. It's not all that different. Still, Oz can also translate for Fischl. You, on the other hand.
What? Paimon's way better than some bird.
How so?
Well, at least Paimon doesn't need wings to fly.
Speaking of Fischl, she also claims to be a visitor from another world. We're similar in that way. We even bring a pet along with us.
Pet? Now wait just a minute here.
But her raven Oz, he looks cool and is polite to boot. More importantly, he can both scout and fight. Very useful indeed. Maybe I should make arrangements with Fischl to trade companions once in a while, for, say, a week or two at a time. It should be quite interesting.
Hey!